car fixed, and Carl Baker's back out there in the 51.
As the number 1 Cochran pace truck heads to the infield, that's the 76 of Davy Jones, Mike Sheard, Scott Morrell, Hot Rod George, the Apollo Rocket. Off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That is Mike Sheard with the advantage. Here comes the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. up to third with Hot Rod George on the outside as they come off 4. It's Sheard, Jones, George, Lynch, Holden, and Jamie the Jet Smith as we got a yellow on the racetrack for Terry. Stop by. And 1 lap down, 19 to go. This is your St. Barnabas Health System Sprint feature event. Off turn number 2, up into the second place is Hot Rod George. He's got his sights set on Shear, coming through 3 and 4. The Apollo Rocket to the inside of Davy Jones. It's Shear, George, Jones, and the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. as they cross the stripe. Lynch on the inside. He's got the number 3 spot away from Davy Jones. He raced down the back straightaway to 3 and 4 and cozies up to the rear end of Hot Rod George. It's Shear, George, the Apollo Rocket, and Jamie the Jet Smith now up to the number 4 spot as he gets by the 76 of Davy Jones. Already Mike Shear 3 laps in. He's going to be dealing with some slower traffic. We got 4 laps in, make that for Shear, George, Lynch, and Jamie the Jet Smith. Lynch goes to the inside, George to the upside. It's George with the advantage off 2 down the back straightaway into some lap traffic. George gets around Cohen, Butera, and Bowser. Your race leader still Hot Rod George. Here comes Ed Lynch on the inside. He's got the number 2 position behind Mike Shear as they head into 3 and 4. Your race leader is Shear, the Apollo Rocket, Hot Rod George, Jamie the Jet Smith, and the 42G of Charlie Holden. Ed Lynch Jr. now setting his sights on the 25 of Mike Shear down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. This time around we'll have 7 laps down, 13 to go. There goes Lynch to the inside into turns number 1 and 2. Shear to the upside. Shear with the advantage off turn 2. Lynch has to slow and get off the gas as he's into the back of some lap traffic. Here comes Shear. It's Lynch. It's Hot Rod George. It's the number 5 of Jamie the Jet Smith. Danny Shetler in the 7K and the 42G of Charlie Holden. Now we've got 4 or 5 lap cars between the number 1st place car and number 2nd place cars. Lynch Jr. works away around to the outside. He's right back up in the number 2 spot, right behind Mike Shear. That didn't take him long, just a matter of getting through turns number 3 and 4. Here he's going, making a move down the back straightaway to 3 and 4 for the lead. It is the Apollo Rocket with the advantage off 4 at the stripe. It's going to be Mike Shear hanging on to the lead at the stripe. The Apollo Rocket just not having it as they came off turn number 4. Down the back straightaway, it's Mike Shear with the advantage. Ed Lynch Jr. still 2nd. 3rd place is Hot Rod George. 4th is the number 5 of Jamie the Jet Smith. Mike Shear doing a wonderful job dealing with this lap traffic as he heads his way around the racetrack. The Apollo Rocket right behind him. Now Shear being able to put a few car lengths between him and Ed Lynch Jr. as they come through 3 and 4. It's Shear on the inside, Lynch on the outside. And it's going to be Lynch with the advantage into turn number 1 and 2 as he cuts down the racetrack in front of Mike Shear. Shear right on the rear end of Lynch off turn 2 down the back straightaway. It's Ed Lynch Jr. with 13 laps down and 7 laps to go. It's Lynch, it's Shear, it's Hot Rod George, it's Jamie the Jet Smith, Danny Shetler, as this time around Ed Lynch Jr. now putting some real estate between he and the number 25 car, Mike Shear. Ed Lynch Jr., the Apollo Rocket, the race leader, Mike Shear 2nd. Out of contending, the number 4 Hot Rod George is 4th. Jamie the Jet Smith is 4th. And Danny Shetler is 5th. As Ed Lynch Jr. still negotiates lap traffic with 15 laps down and 5 laps to go. What a race this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Ed Lynch Jr. almost in the back of the 51 car. As he's got to jump on the binders hard to avoid disaster coming off turn number 4. He does just that. He's still your race leader. He's got 4 laps to go. Mike Shear in the 25 is second place, but he's got cars between him. He's got his work cut out for him, and we've got a caution on the raceway. The field through 3 and 4, and we get ready to go. Green, green, green. Ed Lynch Jr. putting some real estate between he and the number 25 car, Mike Shear. Mike Shear's negotiating that lap traffic. It's Shear in second. It's Hot Rod George fourth. There's Jamie the Jet Smith on the inside of Hot Rod George. They come off turn number 4. He's not going to be able to do it. Rod George hanging on to that number 3 spot. Ed Lynch Jr. with 2 laps to go off turn number 4. It's Lynch. It's Shear. It's George. It's Jamie the Jet Smith. And we got the K60 of Jody Keegan all over the rear end of Jamie the Jet Smith. That was close. This time around, your race leader, the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. with the white flag a-waving. It's Shear still holding down the number 2 spot. It's Rod George. It's the number 60 of Jody Keegan getting past Jamie the Jet Smith for the number 4 spot. Here comes the checker flag for the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. It's Mike Shear second. Bringing home third place is the 4 Rod George. Keegan, and we got Schaefer and Shetler getting together in the front straightaway. At the line, the 9 of Kevin Schaefer out of Katanning making contact with the 7K of Dan Shetler out of Johnstown. Shetler moving around, and the emergency crews are coming out to 10-2, the 7K, Dan Shetler. You can check out the
broke one of the poles. Broke the pole off here. Flag stand's got a definite tilt to it.
Danny out there introducing himself to Jamie the Jet Smith back on the back straightaway.
All right, he's out of the car. His 8th win in 2004 here at Lernerville. Sometimes when you're running in traffic, you'd rather be second and first. And, you know, you and Mike had a good race going there and sort of had to go where he wasn't. He had to make that one decision in turn 4 and got his momentum slowed just enough. You got to run on the outside.
Yeah, you know, that's when traffic works into your favor, and you know, the car was set up real nice, and we had a little harder tires on. They need to get some heat in them. They were better. But this must be a full moon tonight. I mean, man, we went through a lot of cars tonight, and I hope everybody's all right. And, you know, we'll just try again next week.
It's not Friday the 13th. It's not a full moon, but I don't know what. Freaky Friday. I called it earlier tonight. You're right. Your cars seemed to get better the longer the race went on. A lot of the other guys started to slip and slide a little bit. Did the track change much?
My tires just needed to heat up, and they were a little loose at the beginning, and then they were just right.
Same cars Tuesday, different motor, better result.
Yes, we lost that motor totally on Tuesday. That hurt bad. That was our Knoxville motor, so we'll just have to see what we can do.
All right, now with a nice hand, folks, his 8th win of the season, Ed Lynch Jr.